Hello, and welcome to the newest episode of Feeding the Curious Mind. My name's John Pullen, and I'm an author of fiction and non-fiction books. In this episode, I want to go back in history, back to the 7 ancient wonders of the world. Now, there are very little. The Great Pyramid is still to be seen. But the one I want to discuss with you is the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. The other 6 all have proof to say that they existed in one form or another. The Hanging Gardens do not, but there are stories by historians which seem to indicate perhaps that they actually did exist. Now, they were allegedly built by King Nebuchadnezzar II, round about the time of his reign, which would have been about 550 to 600 BCE. BCE now stands for before the Common Era and equates to the old term BC, before Christ. So, why did he have them built? Well, he also built a huge palace in Babylon. Now, we're talking about the Hanging Gardens. There is no problem about the existence of Babylon. It not only existed, the ruins can still be seen today. But the gardens themselves, it's believed that he built them for his wife. She was from Iran. Babylon is in Iraq. And she came from a very green environment, whereas Babylon is in the middle of the desert. So she missed the plants, the foliage that she had been brought up with. So he built the Hanging Gardens. Now, technically, they weren't hanging. They were said to have been in tiers. Therefore, around the palace, the Marvel of Mankind, it was called, it gave the appearance that the palace was floating on a forest, which sounds pretty remarkable. There are also other stories that say that actually the gardens were based at another city, Nivea, and it's quite likely that maybe there were certain gardens and foliage in both cities. Now, we have proof, or at least stories, by 5 ancient historians who were around at the time. So we can lend some weight to what they wrote. Each of them talked about either the palace and the gardens were built close to the Euphrates River, which is in Iraq. And others said, the irrigation system worked in this way from the river to help water these gardens. So we have a number of stories which help to back each other up, so offering some proof there. Can we go there today? Well, Iraq has big problems. I've always wanted to go and see the ruins. I've seen pictures and film of them. They're actually located about 50 miles south of Baghdad, the capital of Iraq. And as soon as things become a bit safer, I hope to go and visit them.